Hello, beautiful people. If you watch this, if you watch this in the replay, um, don't forget to leave a message, say something. You know how it is. I don't know who's gonna see this, of course, but this has been a rough early morning. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me right now. So I decided to come on live because I've been up since 3 a.m. And yeah, so I'm trying to do my hair. So I just thought, hell, what the hell? I'll get on here and talk. Because it's been a rough freaking morning. Hi, Marcy. How are you? So I'm going to do my hair. We're going to first talk about what things I've lost just recently. So I've lost my keys. Man, this has been going on since yesterday. Stuff has been just happening left and right since yesterday. So I'll go through since yesterday what's been happening. So first off, yesterday I've lost my keys. I lost my keys. Now, I think my keys are in my house because I got in my house, but see, I didn't use my keys to get in my house. Okay, here's the two things. I lost my keys yesterday coming into my house. So I went to the store, went grocery shopping in the morning, and then so I had somebody come down, B's baby daddy, to come down and help me with it, to help me bring the groceries up. So I had my keys, but he held the door open, so I didn't use my keys. But I know I had the keys in my hand when I was getting out the car. I had the keys in my hand because I was looking at the door like, oh, I got to unlock the door. So I go to, hey, Lisa. So then I go to, get my keys yesterday. Can't find them. Can't find them anywhere. I'm putting some grease on my hair for, this is my routine, but I'm doing something a tad bit different. Okay, so now we cannot find my keys. It wasn't in my little grocery thing, nothing like that. No keys. So now I don't know where my keys are. Someplace around this house, I'm going to assume they're in the house. Um, well, we checked the car kind of, but I'm going to go back out in a little bit and check it again. Because I just used her keys because I had to go sign my offer letter for work, things like that. So I just, used her keys. So that's the first thing. So we're going to check the car again. We know they couldn't have been on the street because there wasn't a lot of cars and the car was still there because, we live in the hood. So if I had dropped my keys, the key would have been gone. They just said key and there was only one kid sitting out there and you got a key anyway, so you can just keep going down the street if there's a bunch of kids and figure out which one is the one you got the key to. So it couldn't have been out there. So we have established that it probably was not outside. Okay, so now the next thing I have lost is my brush. So I put conditioner in my hair to get it together. I said, let me wash my hair because I'm supposed to be going to something today. So I said, let's be a little cute. Let's do something with our hair. I said, let's do something with our hair. So I threw some conditioner on my hair yesterday. And then I was getting up to do my hair this morning, rinsed it out and everything. Now I said, well, since I'm going to get on, let me just do my hair. So normally what I do is, as you see, I comb through my hair and then I use a brush to brush out all of the kinks to make sure I don't have any kinks in my hair, right? Works perfectly. Now I can't find my damn brush. Now this is so strange because I always put it back when I'm done with it. Why? Because I lose things. I know this about me. So I've been trying in my old age to be better at these things. Hell, I've lost whole purses. So I get my problem. I get my problems, right? So I can't find the brush now. How y'all doing this morning? We're going to go through everything that I've been going through in the last few days and how I wound up at 3 a.m. when I was trying to sleep through the night. I was trying to have me a good old sleep. I fell asleep around 8:30, 9 o'clock. I was sleeping good, and I've been up since 3 a.m. So since I'm going to this event, I'm trying to do something a tad bit different with my hair. Okay, well, I'll tell y'all about that in a minute. That's the serious story. So then I'm going to pull my hair on these flexi rods because I want it to be a little cuter and a little stretched out. So we're going to see how this works. Because I rarely use them, and I'm not doing them right because you're supposed to do flexi rods in a certain way. But yeah, okay, that ain't going to happen today. I'm just putting these babies in to get my hair together. Okay, so that's why so then, now let's talk about the post office. Let's talk about my postal service. Right, whatever works. So because I'm going to this thing today, and I want to be semi-cute, you know, because my hair was a hot mess. So anyway, let's just talk about my postal service. It's like, so yesterday on my way out to the store before I lost my keys, I go and look in the mailbox because we have not gotten mail in over a week. It's been about a week, at least a week since we've seen mail, right? So then I go into my mailbox, and there's a stack of mail in a rubber band. A stack of mail. Like we had been out of town. Like we had stopped service. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know, usually you get the shit like that when you stop your service and your service commences again. We ain't stopped no service. Now, I know how long it's been since they did it because when I get it on the 31st, on July 31st, there is a orange tag saying that final notice about some shit they lost. I guess they found it. A final notice for pickup that was dated July 20th. July 20th. That says I have to pick it up by the 30th, or it's going to be returned. That was on the 31st when I picked it up. So now I got to go down here. So we just decided that we can't take this because this has been going on for a minute, and my other neighbor was telling me about this. She's been living here longer. She's complaining about the same thing because I told you we don't have an actual carrier on my block. I've never heard of this, but we don't have an actual carrier on my block. So whoever randomly picks up our mail, I guess, does it. And I guess maybe if they don't get to it, they just throw it back. I have no idea how this shit is working, but I can't take it anymore. Yes, we don't have an actual carrier. It's just whoever picks it up, right? Whoever picks up our mail. Yeah, that's the way it works. That's the way it works over here. So yeah, that's how it works over here on the street over here. Exactly, it's insane, right? So now we've decided to just go and get the postal box. Me and B are going to split the cost because we're going to have all of our mail rerouted to a postal box. And I don't want to deal with the post office anymore because I understand that if it's going to a UPS, they'll make that shit get there. And it's in a different zone than mine. So I'm going to have to reroute all of my mail, everything. I got to call in utilities and everything because I haven't gotten a utility bill. They just holding all our shit. So we're going to just go ahead and get a UPS mailbox or somebody's mailbox. Some place I can get a private mailbox that has nothing to do with the postal service. Because I'm so frustrated with them. Oh, and then, okay, so then now the next thing they did. Now, Lisa, you've been in my building. Decent people, you know, hell, we done had, listen, we done had whole fucking mattresses sitting in the fucking foyer, in the vestibule of my building, right? So apparently, so hold on, so apparently, hell no, you know, this is the postal service. Oh, we sorry, man. That's what we'll get. Um, so now, because we don't have an actual carrier, it just is arbitrary who drops off our mail, right? So I had a color pop order with the Orange You Glad palette coming. And it said it was coming out. It was out for delivery yesterday. So I get a message. So I'm looking. And checking the status of it online. And then it says no secure location. So it has been taken back. They leave packages all the time here. But I guess there's whoever this nebulous mail person who gets it every once in a while, because that's why I got a package sitting over there now, decides that, oh, I don't like leaving packages in the vestibule. Now, it's not outside, it's inside of our vestibule. And if that's the case, then fucking ring a doorbell and see who's home. Because I was sitting in my house. But no, it's unsecured to this person, whoever this person is. You know, Sally Safety. And they won't leave them. So now I've had to leave a redelivery. Now the problem is, because I've moved, I haven't changed the address on my ID yet. So I got to run and change the ID on my address on my ID. Right, exactly. Probably the same person who's probably wearing my Juvia's Place foundation, right? Hey, Kelly. Hi, Larissa. So that's what's going on with that. So there we go. That's everything that's been happening with the postal service. So now I'm gonna just go get because I can't use a PO box because certain companies will not mail to a PO box. Like Ulta doesn't mail to PO boxes. So I have to have a physical address. So I have to go to some place that gives me a physical address based on me using their postal service. So that's why I can't do like just go to a different postal office and get a post box. So yeah, so now I have to go get, because of the postal service, now mind you, we know what my name is. My last name is Caillouet, right? Right? So they're like, well, we need you. That address ain't the same, right? So now I have to pay $30 a month minimum to get deliveries, to get my mail. Not even deliveries, just to get my fucking mail. Just to get mail delivered, I'm going to have to get a post office box I had to get one anyway for this, but now I have to have everything routed over there. Because I can't trust anything to make it to us if we have it sent here. And if that ain't crazy, if that's not the craziest shit ever. Okay. I was going to wait to tell y'all, hey Joshua, but the regular folks is coming in. So let me tell y'all while I'm up at 3 a.m. Why I've been up since 3 a.m. Not because I went to sleep early, which I did, but my body betrayed me, y'all. My body betrayed me this morning. Now, let me just tell y'all how the honesty, anybody who watches this in the replay, this is the honesty of Lulu. So let me tell y'all what happened. So I have a trigger dream. I have a trigger dream, right? Y'all know I drink a lot of damn water. Y'all know I drink a lot. I drink a lot of water in a day, right? So I have a trigger dream. My trigger dream is in my dreams. Hold up. This is what I have. I have a trigger dream. In my dreams, if I gotta go pee and I'm not waking up, I normally have a dream. Right. Everybody know I drink a lot of damn water. Good morning. I normally have a trigger dream. And the trigger dream is I need to go pee, but it's a bunch of dirty toilets. So it's always like I'm in search of a clean toilet. I don't care what the scenario is. I'm always in search of a clean toilet because I have a thing about clean toilets. I will not go to a bathroom that's disgustingly dirty. I can't do it. I can't do it. So in my dreams, it'll be like I'm going from place to place. Like I could be anywhere. It's not the same exact spot. I'm anywhere. It's like I'm searching for a toilet, right? By doing that, it wakes me up after a few, finally I wake up. It wakes me up like, bitch, you get up, you gotta go pee, right? That's what happens. However, my body betrayed me this morning. Right. See, Joshua, and then in the dream, I'm stressed out because it's like, I remember one particular dream. It was like a locker room. I was in a school and it was like the bathrooms were so nasty. It was like toilets were overflowing. And every time I went to try to use the bathroom, I just could not. Right. Okay. So, with all that being said, my body betrayed me this morning. I am dreaming just as nice, just have me a good old dream. And I'm going to the bathroom. So, of course, Lulu, starts peeing because it's a nice, clean bathroom in my dream. I jumped up. Let me tell you, y'all. As soon as my bladder started to releasing, I caught it and jumped up out of my bed and ran to the bathroom, right? Let me tell you how hard I caught it. I didn't pee on my bed. I'm thinking I done peed all over my bed, right? Nope, not at all. When I go to like come back in my room and clean up my bed, because I'm like, ain't this about a bitch? When am I 5 years old? But, I do know that I drink a lot of water and I probably drink it a little too late because I do try to drink it by a certain time. Yeah, so, I mean, literally, I must have jumped up because I felt it happen. And I was like, ah! So then, of course, after all of this, hi, Lindsay344, you're new. So after all of this, I can't go back to sleep because now I'm freaking out because I'm like, what if I fall asleep again and do it? So I've been up since 3 a.m. So I have been up since 3 a.m. And then someone said, well, see, I should have started the dishwasher. I was like, you might as well do your hair. Right? Because I was like, what the fuck? Because I'm telling you, normally, for years, I've had this dream. This dream has been around for quite some time. Because it almost happened years ago. And I don't know, I think I worked it out in my subconscious. Like, bitch, this can't happen again. Right. Oh my God. So now I'm going to have to have a talk with my subconscious. I'm going to have to have a real talk with her. Like, I don't know what you was on last night, but we can't have this happen again. It's too stressful for me. I can't have the stress in my life. I can't have the stress in my life. So you're going to have to do better. Trigger dream. So I'm going to have a whole conversation with my well, see, I know that. See, in my dream, I absolutely know this. That's why it wakes me up because I think I created it. Oh yeah, most definitely. Because of that, because I never wanted that to happen. And with the massive amount, and I've been drinking water. I've been drinking a lot of water for years, so this ain't something new. So that's how I came. My body was like, okay, we got to wake your ass up because you need to. And it usually works. But since I didn't have the dream, it was just, it's like in my head. And I remember in the dream, it's like, man, you got to go pee bad. And there was a toilet just appeared. I've, I haven't done it recently, but I do sometimes have lucid dreams. I don't have them as much. For a while, I was having seriously really good lucid dreams, and I think I was more in touch with myself. So I'm gonna have to get better in touch. That was when I was doing my crystals and all my yoni eggs and all that really well. And I was having a lot of lucid dreams to the point that exactly, exactly. Um, to the point that I could change my dreams. I could honestly, in my dream, think, I don't want to be in this dream anymore. I want it to be like this. And I would change the dream. So I want to get back to that point again, that that I am that in tune, that I can do that, because it was an incredible thing to feel myself doing. Look at all that great right there. So I want to get back to the point that I actually have lucid dreams that I can actually control, because it was a very interesting feeling to feel myself change the dream. You know, when I was young, I used to have a recurring dream. It was a recurring semi nightmarish dream that I had for years, and I wish I had known how to. And in my dreams, I remember I would be trying to stop the dream, but I could not stop it. So I wish I could have done that as a kid, because that damn dream drove me crazy for years. It's like the strangest little thing that would drive me crazy. But I mean, I had this particular dream off and on for over 10 years, and it was basically the same thing, but it was a recurring dream, but it was more, it scared me more. Do any of you all have those? Does anybody have recurring dreams? And I need to find out what it exactly meant, though. Yeah, see, like normally when I have lucid dreams and I'm in the and I'm changing the dream, it's because the dream is starting to scare me, and I don't like the outcome that's coming in my head. My subconscious saying, "No, but you ain't gonna like this." So then I'll have a lucid dream. Oh, really? Okay. See, I don't remember all my dreams, but I do have a recur. I remember some dreams over the years. Um, I've had vivid dreams about my parents. Oh, really? See, I never found out what my dream was about, and what was triggering it. It was, so my dream was really okay. That's interesting, Kelly. That's very interesting. Um, I have to split this up a little bit. So my recurring dream when I was growing up, and this is the dream that I had growing up, um, for like I said, into my early adulthood. Okay, see, I had one. It slowed down into my early adulthood, but I had it for quite a time. Um, so my dream was that I would be skipping, just skipping, because I used to love to skip, right? And I had this thing. I'm gonna break this off for a second. I had this thing where when I would be skipping, I would try to skip high. Like it was like I was always trying to get higher as I skipped to see how high I could bring my body up. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, that would be like the hell. So it was like this dream was like, so I used to like to skip and get higher and higher. Oh, really? She's an Aries like me too. Interesting. Um, And so it was like I would be trying to, I used to like to just skip really high, like try to get as high as I could. Like that was me just getting high, right? So my recurring dream was I would be skipping, and I would be, skipping and trying to get higher and higher. And then in the dream, I would just be getting higher and higher, to the point that I'm like up in the trees. And like if I'm skipping on the street, it would be like I'm getting as high as the top of like the light. And it's like in my dream, I want to stop skipping because I'm getting scared from the height, but I can't stop skipping. And every time I skip, every time I hit the ground, when I come up, I'm higher and higher. Right, exactly. It was fun in the beginning, but as I get higher and higher, becoming more terrified. And this went on. It was real prevalent when I was younger, and then it slowed down, and then I would only have them every once in a while. But I had it for into my early adulthood, into my early 20s. It would come every once in a while. And when I was real young, it was more prevalent. I had it a lot. But when I got a little bit, as I grew up, got older, it slowed down. But I still had it. So, and I think I had the last time I had it, like about maybe 15 years ago, was the last time. But I hadn't had it in such a long time, so it really freaked me out. Yes, exactly, Lindsay. It was like, what? But yeah, I'm mad at my trigger dream though, cause I'm gonna need trigger to get back in order, cause I ain't trying to pee on myself. I'm telling you, it was so funny when I got up. Look, I got up, I jumped in the shower. Wait a minute, and I should have known I really didn't pee, because when I went to the bathroom, I was still peeing a lot. You know what I'm saying? And so when I got to, I went, jumped in the shower and everything, because I'm like, oh shit, you know. And then I come to my room and I'm taking off everything off the bed, and I feel my sheets, and I'm like, ain't nothing on the sheets. And I look at my bed, nothing on my bed either. Because it's like, right, see, yeah. See, right, it was like a fear of heights dream, but strange fear of heights dream. And I do have a slight fear of heights. Not overwhelming, but I fell off a roof when I was 12, so it wasn't a high roof. Before y'all say, what the hell? I was like, I was playing on the roof of a shed. It wasn't too high. It's like one story. And I fell off. And so that did kind of give me like a fear of heights, but I was already having a dream. Don't say, what was you doing on that? I was playing. That's what kids do. We stupid. We think we super. Right? Right, exactly. See, exactly. See, you understand. I didn't actually jump off the roof. I fell off the roof. I was trying to get down and I fell wrong. So it wasn't technically, I didn't jump off that roof. But don't you remember? And that's what's so funny. Because, okay, did y'all do this? Did you all used to go to the playground and get on the swings and swing really high and jump off of them? What was wrong with us? I could have broke my leg so many times. It was like you wanted to get as high as you possibly could on the swing and then jump the fuck off. So we can see if we can die today. We can break our legs today. And looking at it from the standpoint of being an adult, what the hell? And that was some great shit. And you were the best if you could, wasn't it? Yes, hanging upside down on the monkey bars. Yes, why don't we just like, you know, right, as a parent, as an adult, we would lose our mind seeing our kids do that. But the shit that we do as kids is ridiculous. Is ridiculous. And then, and so I guess that's why we we get mad at our parents because they be trying to like control us and not let us have our fun. But they knew the stupid shit we was about to do and was like, please don't do that, because they knew, it's like, and man, walk across the monkey. Let me tell you something. There used to be this, it was, and I can't explain it, but there was this in this one space I used to live. Man, no lie. No lie. Are we not glad we have survived? Now, luckily, the only thing I did was hurt my leg that time. Well, which has become my, listen, I did one time fucked up my knee for life. But it's like the other stuff, like you said, swing, hanging upside down on the monkey bars. We could have just fallen and crushed our skulls so many times. Because let's be honest, it wasn't like our playgrounds were safe for us. They had asphalt, they had gravel, they had everything we didn't need. At least now they put the little, they try to put the little stuff that, the little bouncy shit on it. We was just out there, just reckless with our lives. We was just reckless with our shit. And loved every minute of it. Had no thoughts. Right? No thought about it. It was like, what? And then our parents would see us doing it and be like, oh my God. And we would do the same thing to our kids if we saw them. But at the time, it was like, what's wrong with them? They tripping so hard. Why are they so mean? Right. And see, I think that's why we don't understand it, because we need that to be have that adventurous part of us, because many of us lose it over the years. And I think that's the thing. As adults, we do lose sight of that life can be dangerous but fun on some levels. And I think we have to figure out how to enjoy life without being so terrified of it. And I don't mean, doing crazy shit, but, just be willing to enjoy it on a level that's exhilarating. Because when we were doing that shit, it was fun as hell. I remember my favorite thing was jumping off the damn swings. And looking at it now, I could have like broke my leg in 3 or 4 places every time. And then you wanted to jump out and see how far you could jump out. Because who jumped the highest and the farthest, see, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm still riding my bike now. I'm still about to ride this bike. That's why, when we see what our kids are doing, we're like, oh my God. Because we know we was just as stupid and crazy as they were. So today is going to be about, right, exactly. And to be quite honest, as an Aries, we tend to not lose that inner child, because I tell everybody, because we have an impulsive nature, I'm a leaper. Oh yeah, of course you did. You know, of course you did. They used to have these things at this one thing, we called it the tubes, because it was like this whole base system where I lived for a while. And it was like we all hung out at the tubes. And the tubes was like, it was all these interconnected tubes, and it was all this like big plastic giant things, and you could climb through them, and it had tubes to get to other ones. Well, of course, hanging out in the tubes was okay. But if you was really playing, you climbed on the outside of the tubes, walked across the tubes that were about about 10 feet, almost 10 feet in the air. You had to do it like that, because that's when you was really playing in the tubes. I mean, just being in the tubes, playing in the tubes, come on now, that's like punk ass shit. As a kid, it's like, oh, you just a punk. So, and I was one of them kids. You ain't gonna call me a punk. So I'm gonna try that shit. So we would be like playing it, and we running across these tubes on top of them. Hi, Sky Plays. You're new. Welcome, welcome. So the way I'm doing my hair is I'm putting this up. Oh yeah, yeah. You know what, you know when I knew I got old, when I was getting older, was when I was trying not to get scraped up. When I was like, I want my legs to look good. So this is not like the super. Joshua, I'm gonna have to make you a one of my moderators. Joshua, why aren't you in my Facebook group? By the way, why aren't you in my Facebook group? We love you. So I'm trying to get this my hair on here tight enough for it to make sense. This one is not tight though. My back is never tight. I just want it to have a little curliness. I'm not looking for it to be super straight. I just want a little curliness. So, okay, so what I'm going to today is I'm going to this launch party for a website called, I don't know if he's calling it Black Opulence, but he has all of these like really cool pieces, home decor pieces that are you know, black American inspired. Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. You know, that are black American inspired. So so I'm gonna go to it because he's having like martinis at his place. And I saw him on Instagram and I was like, hey, can I come? And he was like, sure you can. I was like, bet that. Okay, let me come. So I want to look kind of cute, you know, because he's got this he's what I saw from the stuff he's put out on his IG is he's got a doormat thing, and it says Black Joy lives here, and I want to have that. So I got to see how much it costs. Now I came back right now because you know I'm still on the busted bitch. And now let's talk about the busted telethon because we're gonna have the busted bitch telethon. I'm working on it. It's gonna be how many hours am I doing? Maybe 6 hour live. Yes, he's gonna have a website, Joshua. So it's like his launch and his website. So I'm gonna take some pictures and everything. If he's cool with me filming a little bit, I'm gonna try to film so you all can see what he has. Cause he has some really cute stuff. Cause like he has like these lucite chairs for like the dining room I saw, like with see, it's got okay. So here's the deal. We're doing the countdown to me going back to work, which I should be back at work on August 19th. So I figured I'm gonna have to do the busted bitch telethon. You know, it's because it's gonna be a telethon. I'm gonna have signs up. Yeah, so it's got like these lucite chairs, and it's got like I know it's got like pictures of like Harriet Tubman on them and stuff like that. So so I want to see them and see how much. I'm sure they're kind of expensive, you know, because they are chairs. But hi, Justlanda, how are you? So I'm curious to see the pieces that he has. So I'm gonna take pictures. Like I'll try to like post a couple of pictures on my community tab at least today while I'm there. But he's having martinis at his place in Bronzeville. So I got to be cute, you know what I'm saying? And my hair was looking like, bitch, you need to do something with you. So I said, let me do something with this hair. I might have to split this one into two. This is feeling a little bit big. Yeah. Well, I got more hair on the side. Yeah, okay. How is everybody doing? So we've had some very interesting conversations. So if you have just come in here, let me put some water in this fucking head. We were talking about recurring dreams. Do you have any recurring dreams? Have you had, because I have lucid dreams, I've had recurring dreams. My dreams just be all over the place, y'all. This is just straight water I'm putting on my hair, by the way. Because it's a little dry. It's a little dry. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I got you. You doing that Facebook change your name and drive people crazy moment? Because that's the thing. Do you? Joshua, yes, I have heard about her. Yes. Well, here's the thing. I'm not mad at her for doing it. I'm just finding it interesting that people actually believe that shit and pay $90 for it. But wasn't she like in Canada or some shit like that? I mean, She made the hair bonnet. All these motherfuckers here in America is like, what? But that just tells you. Let's just talk about that for a minute. Now that's called straight cultural appropriation on a level that's hilarious. Because we've been wearing hair bonnets forever. Because we always trying to protect our hair. So what I want to say is I am not mad at her for seeing something like that and saying, wow, I should be doing that with my hair. And then finding folks stupid enough to pay $90. $90 for it. You know she was buying them things off of Wish, right? She was probably getting them bitches off of AliExpress and marking it up for them damn fools. But what's interesting is how Forbes talked about it. But what's interesting is how Forbes talked about it. So it's like, y'all some, right. Right. Oh, what was interesting, it was Forbes. Forbes. I'm like, really, Forbes? Like it's something brand new but it is brand new to let's just hey, be offended if you want to be. If you watch this in the replay, oh, okay, hey. If we're gonna talk about this in the replay, if you get offended, oh well, get fucking offended. It's interesting how white people saw this, you know, who they automatically took it like, it's 2019. You thought that this is the first time somebody put a bonnet on their hair? On that, come on now. Come on now. Could y'all have been, how about this? Y'all can look at slave pictures and see fucking bonnets on folks' hair. White folks been wearing bonnets. You look in the Middle Ages, the women who was doing the maids and shit was wearing bonnets. Are you stupid? I mean, really, that's just the most stupid shit I've ever heard of. Now, I ain't mad at her for finding some damn fools to pay $98 for them. I wish I had came up with that stupid shit. But to make a whole thing and act like no one has ever no woman, not one woman has put a fucking bonnet on their head is insane. That's what scullery maids wore. What the fuck? Hell, go in the hood, you're going to see somebody. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. White people, women have been wearing bonnets forever. So it's so interesting how stupid people are to really go, oh yeah. First off, the people who paid $98 for them was dumbasses. Do some damn, oh my goodness. Did y'all see how cute y'all see how cute that is? Too bad it ain't gonna stay that way. Look at that right there. If I could keep my hair like that, it would be awesome. I mean, okay, so maybe you don't remember from then, but modern times you ain't seen no sister okay, you need to come to the hood. Exactly. Hi, DB, how are you? I mean, women have been wearing bonnets forever. And then y'all gonna and then y'all dumbasses, but you could tell that this is a Forbes is run by men, because only a damn stupid ass man who don't know what yeah. Well, it was probably one of them. Okay, let's be honest. Probably the person who wrote the article and the people involved with the article, or were part of the, the straight man, what is it? The straight man pride thing, whatever it's called. That bullshit they trying to do in August. They're probably part of that. Because that shit was so foreign to them. Because anything female was foreign to them. That's all. That's what we gonna give them. Them dumb motherfuckers who decide that they need to have, because they're disenfranchised. Because straight white men are the most disenfranchised, most maligned, most you know downtrodden of all. That's the word I needed. Downtrodden. Because that's what's happening. Straight white men You heard it here first. We need to embrace their need for a parade. Hi, Pamela. We need to embrace their need for a parade. At the 1 hour mark, I will go over my whole speech about what happened. Right, exactly. Right, they're so marginalized. They're so misunderstood. They're so downtrodden. You know, come on now, straight white men. Because life has been so hard for them. Life in America has been so hard for the straight white man. Life has been so hard for them. So I can understand them needing a parade and shit. You know? And I don't and let's just be honest, I don't understand why none of us get that. So I'm just here to say we all should understand. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Um, you know, with the change in things, right? All the years and decades and centuries of discrimination that they have had to endure is amazing. I don't see how they made it. I don't see how they've done. I don't understand how they've done things. I don't understand how you know they some strong motherfuckers because all the discrimination that they have dealt with and they have survived and thrived. I mean, look at our president. If he is not the epitome of a discriminated black white man who has, you know, ultimately succeeded, I don't know what is. You heard it here first. He should be the grand marshal of that damn parade. He know he want to go. He know he want to go. He knows he wants to be there with his people. He know he want to be there. You know, because he understands their plight. He understands their plight about how life has been rough on them and everything. When we hit an hour, Londa, yeah. Oh, you didn't know they for real having a parade? Yeah, you didn't know that, girl? Yes, they're planning a whole thing. They're planning a whole thing. Yeah, it's a for real thing. This ain't a joke. This is for real. Oh yeah, this is for real. I forget it's supposed to be coming up in August. It's supposed to be in this month. Yep, yep, yep. In case. Right. Yeah, they got their permits and everything. Where's it supposed to be at? I can't remember where it's at. Where's it at, Lisa? Does anybody know where it's supposed to be? It's going to be the most epic thing ever. Boston. It's going to be so epic. The straight white men, the straight pride parade. Oh, you know that? Because they're the most, because those men, Londa, are the most maligned, the most misunderstood white men out there. They're the most. If it rains, they're gonna swear that it's the queers coming for them. Hell, if I could do a rain dance, I swear to God, we should be out there. You know what should be happening on Straight White Man Parade Day? Everybody should be out there doing rain dances all over the country. Just, you know, they can have a nice, you know, because hell, it rained on Pride here. Right. God is heterophobic. No, no, they will not. They will say the devil. The devil came after them. Because they are the most God fearing, God loving. You know, ain't nothing better than a straight, white, God loving man. Ain't nothing better than that. And what's so sad, it's gonna be some people of color in there too. It's gonna be some dumbass people of color trying to prove that they are accepted. Motherfucker, they don't like your ass either. But they gonna hee haw with your dumb ass right now because your stupid ass here. They gonna be like Dave Chappelle. They gonna have a few of them in there who are going to be like, yes, I am here. I am, you know, because let's be honest. Because let's be honest, you know, a lot of black males are running around talking about how, you know, gay men, you know, we are, they're the detriment to the black family. Not that y'all asses ain't taking care of your kids, but you know, the gay male is a detriment, is the downfall of black males. Which is the dumbest shit ever. But you know, we got to believe somebody is at fault. You know, everybody want to find fault with something. Everybody want to find fault with something. You know. All right, so we almost at an hour. So let me tell how many new people in here since I told the story of my few days that I've had last couple of days. So let's talk about the first things first, me losing things. So, I've lost my house keys. Well, I actually lost all my keys. I don't have any keys right now. Not a key, not a key, not a key, not a key. And I don't know, I think they're in the house. I'm going to assume they're in the house because no one has stolen the car. Because if I lost them, I would have lost them right outside the house because I was home. I'm home. I went to the grocery store, did all my stuff, and then lost my keys. So I don't know where they're at. I don't look in the garbage. I gotta look but I bet you they are someplace looking me dead in my face like, bitch, don't you see me? Because don't you hate that when you lose something and you are tearing up and looking all over and then you find it sitting right in your damn face. I'm known for that shit. And then be like, God damn it, that's where it was. I do need a clapper. They do have a clapper for keys. I just don't have one. They used to make a clapper for keys. I remember because I thought I wanted one. So that's the first thing. Then I went to do my hair this morning and I couldn't find my brush. My favorite, my Denman brush that will get out every kink in my hair is missing. I don't know where it's at. It's got to be in the house because it ain't like I carry a brush with me everywhere. So it's someplace in this house too. So I don't know what I did with it. And I've been doing good with putting stuff away because I always do my hair here. Right. Right. Exactly. So I don't know. No, B can't use that brush. B uses on the back of her hair. She has to use a boar bristle brush, you know, to lay the back down. So no, she got locks. She ain't doing nothing with no brush. So now we gotta tear up this house today and try to find my keys. And it's like it's like you try to remember. The thing I always lose though is my phone. I kid you not, when I had my dance studio, I lost my phone for 4 days. Because my problem is I tend to put my phone on silent. See ya. While I'm off, a lot of times I do start around this time. Whoo, mama, this head up here is gonna be a mess. Put some water in it. Woo, this last little section. Right. Baby. I mean, I wasn't planning on it today until I, almost peed on myself. So that was that. So I've lost things. And then let's talk about oh yeah, I lose shit constantly. And sometimes we put stuff away and then we off on a different tangent. We think about something else. We're off onto something else. It drives me crazy because I'm always losing shit. I lose my phone all the time. So I'm trying not to put it on silent because I always keep my phone on silent. Because I can't stand the sound of it. Son of a bitch. Don't you hate when you do some shit like this and then you get some hair caught someplace that you're not? Fuck. And that motherfucker is caught all the way in there. Ugh. Okay, let me do this over again. I'm gonna put this here. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm not doing that here, so I can redo this. Yeah, so now the postal service and my issues with them. So I hate the post office. I hate the United States Post Office. Yeah, I need to do the because there is an app for my phone, but I mean, what good is it if I'm the only one who has this type of phone in the house? B is all iPhoned up. Hi, Kabuki Rose. How are you? She's the iPhone girl. So I'm the one with the Samsung. So she can't help me. We're going to see how this looks when I'm done. Because I'm so mismatched. I don't normally lose brushes. I just lose makeup. I'll be looking around like, where is it at? What happened to it? Right, Android power. So the post office. So I hadn't received mail in days. I had lost track of how many days since I had seen mail. So not yesterday, the day before. No, yesterday I go to get my mail because I hadn't been seeing mail. So I go in my mail before I left in the morning, and there is a stack of mail in my mailbox in a rubber band. Rubber band, right? In a rubber band. And so I'm like, what? I didn't stop my mail. It was like how, when you stop your mail, they put it all together and they give it to you at one time. That's the way my mail was. To the point that I had a final notice for something, a package, which says that, you had to pick it up on the 30th. Now, that day is the 31st at that point. And it was dated the 20th of July. So that tells me that 10 days I didn't get home. I didn't get any mail. Now, what I found out is that my particular block, I don't know if it's how many blocks around here. What? No. Right. It wasn't right. Well, see, the thing is that my block, I don't know if it's the whole or what area this is, but my particular block doesn't have an actual carrier. So what we have, Debbie, thank you, Debbie and Sky, you all are so sweet. So you've already taken care of your telethon. Wait, so it was like, they were like, yeah, they told me that we didn't have a regular carrier. So the way my work, so the way it works for me is that they just show up whenever whoever. Oh, it's not even about the change of address. This is stuff that's addressed here. It's just that I don't have, there's no carrier on this block. So whoever decides to deliver our mail is how it works. That's how it works on my block. I don't know how many blocks are involved, but supposedly that's what's going on. So apparently nobody decided to deliver for us for days. Right? 4 days. Um, so now, you think? Apparently, yes, I've talked to them. I've gone to the, no. Um, so I'm about to go show them what they did. But see, here's the problem. I already have issues with these postal people because they came at me already. Y'all know they wrote a note on my fucking mail already. So, clearly, okay. So now, with that all being said, depending on who delivers the mail on our block, will make the decision if they're going to deliver a package. So there must be. Oh yeah. Oh, you didn't know about that. Okay, so what happened? That's how I found out about the whole issue with the carriers, is because one day, because I'm still in the same zip code, so I'm still at the right. So hey, Onak. So what happened is that we had a change of address. I don't know who was this, my old carrier or whatever happened, but my electric bill came up. Oh, thank you. So it was like so a bill came in addressed to this address. I got a box. It's got my name on it, right? Somebody wrote on there, you need to take care of this. You need to do this. You don't have a change of address, which I do, and all this other stuff on my mail. So I went to say, what is going on? Why is somebody writing this on my mail that is coming to my house with my mailbox? I still ain't got the motherfucking Juvia's place. That has gone away. Right, exactly. So I went in and filed a complaint. So now apparently, because we don't have one, depending on who decides to deliver, I guess is one person in particular will not deliver packages. So other stuff just gets left. Other things, depending on who delivers, they decide that we have to go and pick it up because there's not a secure place. So now I've done a redelivery. I'm gonna put the little thing in there and sign off on it so they can say they're gonna sue. But I bet you it's gonna be some bullshit with this. I bet you it's gonna be some bullshit today because I'm gonna put that thing in there, and I'm gonna take a picture of it to show that I put it in there and timestamp it because I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? So with all that being said, I already had to get a postal box. We are going to, this one says that there's not a secure place to deliver it in my vestibule of my building. Now, I ain't complaining about it. I haven't sent any complaints like do not live. They haven't rang a bell or anything. It's just no. So when I went in to ask about that before, they said, well, it's up to the carrier to decide if they want to leave your package. It's no signature on it. So it's not like I need a signature on a fucking package. It's fucking ColourPop, y'all. So I did a redelivery online. And So, and then it says I have to put the delivery notice in there, signed. So that's why I'm gonna sign it, put it in there, and take a picture of me putting it in there, so that they can see it was in there. Cause I'm waiting for somebody to say that they didn't have that in there. Fucking bitches. So yeah, so now we're gonna have to reroute all of our mail to my mailbox. So we're gonna get a mailbox. So, but we can't get a post office box because, you know, certain things won't be delivered to the post office box, you know, if it has a PO box. So I have to do a private service so it will be delivered. If that's not the stupidest shit ever. Because I guess it'll be a secure place when they deliver it there. So that's my life. Because I had to tell the little girl, no, it's a rental. Girl, this the hood. You know, it's a building on the street. So it's not a community or anything like that. It's just, but like I said, I've gone to the post office, and that's what they explained to me. Oh, well, y'all don't have a regular carrier. So, so we're sorry, but you know, whoever delivers to you is who gets it. Okay, so now why was I up at 3 a.m.? Which a lot of times I'm up a little bit, you know. We know I get up early, but I was trying to sleep. This was like I want to sleep day, you know. Oh, I went to sleep early. I was all about my sleep. I was, you know, I was enjoying my slumber. Now, I have a trigger dream. The people who was here earlier, they've heard the story, so let me just go through it right quick. I have a trigger dream, which when I have to pee, when I am asleep, I have this dream that comes up that tells me that I'm searching for a toilet. They're all incredibly nasty, and I cannot use the bathroom, and that wakens me. So that's what my body, then my brain says, bitch, get up, you need to go pee. Because in the dream, I'm searching and searching for a toilet, right? So that's what happens. So that's what I normally have. Well, today that dream didn't come up. The dream was, hi, Nay. The dream was, oh, it's a nice toilet. Let's go pee. So I started peeing in my bed. Now, the thing was is that as soon as I let go, I woke up. Like, fuck, what am I doing? So, yes, girl, yes. See, this is the truth and the realness of Lulu. Hi, Rebecca. This is the truth and realness of Lulu, that I would share this with you all. So I jump up, immediately wake up out of my sleep, and it's like, no! Jump up, run to the bathroom. And I'm freaking out. Because, you know, I a little got out. By the time I did this, I run, I jump, I run, take a shower, do all this stuff. I'm coming back to my room to clean up. I'm taking my sheets off and everything, and I look on my bed. I jumped up so quickly and woke up so quickly that I didn't even pee on my bed. That's how quick I woke up. But at least she was pregnant. You know, we know that I drink an incredible amount of water every day. So I do wake up in the middle of the night to go pee. I really do. I have to. Because sister drinks a whole lot of water. A whole lot of water. So, you know, me having to get up, and I had already gotten up earlier to go pee because I have to get up at least twice in the night. You know, you drink close to a gallon of water a day. You gonna pee during the night. You gonna pee during the night. But yeah, it was like, bitch, wake up. Right, exactly. See, like I said, normally my brain has a trigger dream, which says, because I have a thing about dirty toilets and public toilets in general. So I will wake up. I'll be like, I'll keep going around. It'll be like I'm searching and searching, but I just cannot do it. Ooh, I bet you it did. So, so yeah, that was what woke me up at 3 a.m. Now, so of course, once I'm all together and everything, I could go back to sleep. It was like, bitch, you ain't going back to sleep. You better stay your ass up. Because you don't know what your bladder's on today. You don't know what your bladder and brain are doing today. So you need to stay your ass awake. So I've been awake since then. Rebecca, see, I'm in my 50s too. You know, the bladder just is tripping on me. So we were talking about, so that went into recurring dreams. You understand it, Londa? You understand it. Have any of you all had recurring dreams? Um, I actually wake up right around there. However, I saw something on here, and it's been so long that I can find it if I wanted to. That was talking about the times that we wake up in the middle of the night and what it means. And waking up around between 3 and 5 is supposedly really good about something about your brain and your brain activity. It made me feel good about myself because I was like, okay, so it's okay for me. Ooh, how many kids you got, Nate? See, my sleep schedule. Oh, really? Now that's interesting, Rebecca. I wonder if my recurring dream was always about when I was feeling like less confident about myself and worried about things. Well, there's so much hair right here. Mine. Oh wow. Well, you just can't get to it. Oh, okay, okay. How old are your kids, Nate? Okay, that's good. The last two. All right, Debbie, have a great day. I would like to sleep, like they say, 7 hours or so. I would really like to get in about 6, 7 hours. That would be a perfect sleep, but it doesn't happen all the time. Um, how old are your kids, Nate? Yeah, my kids are 25 months apart. You almost had Irish twins. All right. Tell I said hey and thank you so much. Tell us I said hey and thank you all so much. Okay, was that just ridiculously over the top? Just ridiculously over the top. I'm trying to put this grease on my hair. Now I'm telling y'all better get this nature's blessing. If y'all black and y'all hair, you need this nature's blessing in your life. So I'm gonna let this pretty much air dry, and then right around noon, I think I'm gonna get under the dryer just to make sure I dry it off, because my hair takes forever to dry when I do stuff like this. It will take forever. So hopefully I have some cute little curls, and I'll just be able to. Well, you know what? They say as you get older, you don't sleep as long. I would like to sleep long. I guess probably it's like, because bitch, we don't know when you leave, just being ignorant. But maybe our bodies be like, listen, y'all ain't got that much more time. So you better enjoy every fucking minute. So get your ass up and do some shit. Um, it might be linked up to the page, but it's always in my description box. Or you can just go into groups on there. Right. If you like the Aging Gorgeously page, though, I can find you and try to add you to the group. Ooh, there's some naps back here. Okay, my sisters, my people, my natural hair sisters, this little spot back here is no joke ever. Because that's where I lay down on my back and it sweats. And it's like, bitch, we are matted. We are matted. Thank you, appreciate you. Whew. That's why I need my brush that I can't find. Oh, that's the other thing I lost. I lost my hairbrush. I can't do my hair because normally I would comb out and then I would use my Denman brush, well, my fake Denman brush, because I ain't paying that much for a brush. But I got a really good fake from the beauty supply. You know where you can get the bonnets at? Now my crown, it doesn't thin. It's very thick back here, but it definitely is very my most matted spot on my hair. But it is my definite. But I need my Denman brush, my which I have misplaced too. There was a time though when I was real young, I would lose entire. I would walk away and leave my purse places. I lost two purses from when I was real young, when I was in my 20s, from just walking and leaving them and not noticing I didn't have my purse until like I was way away from that bitch and somebody had it. It would just be gone. And be like, my purse. So I try to keep up with things better because I know I have a tendency to leave things and lose them. So, I've tried over the years to become more cognizant of those type of things. But when I finally get my little foyer area together, I gotta talk to my friend because we're supposed to be doing some painting. Um, that I'm going to want to put a little thing for keys. Because like in my old house, we had a ledge when we first came in. And so that's where I would tend to put my keys was on the ledge. And that would remind me where my keys were. So I didn't do this one well. It's supposed to be a little tight. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Y'all have no idea what just went on in the back of my head. No, see, I can't even say it's because I'm old. Like I said, I've lost things my entire life. It's because I'm absent-minded. I know what my issue is. I'm absent-minded. I put stuff down and forget where I put it. But now with age, baby, no, I got it wrapped around wrong. Hey, Candy, how are you? Hey, Denaya. Whew. Hey, Denaya. Because I think I should have people come over when I do my telethon. I'm gonna tell you when I schedule my telethon, and then you could come over for the aging, for the Lulu, for the busted bitch telethon, and show and bring me some jewelry that I can look at because I can't afford it. Ooh, child. Okay, I got one more to do. We gonna see, can I get this done? Girl, no, you know how like Nate, when you do this kind of stuff, it wrapped around wrong. Well, if he's there, I can try to see, can I find him if we have any mutual friends, and then I can like you. Hold up, let me see what I can do here. Do I have a phone? Right, let me just check this. Let me see, because I got this. Look, I got that extra phone now because I think I'm all extra and shit. I want to fake it. Right, exactly. Right. Or like, that's what I did earlier. You know how you got your hair separated and then you did the roller, and then when you find out that some of the separated hair got stuck in the roller, it ain't playing with you. Life is like, bitch, I got you. I got you by the hair, bitch. I got you by the hair. 'Cause I'm right. Um, I ain't got no money. I got bills to pay. The month is over. I kind of know. I gotta check my stats. I did decent. It was a decent month. No complaints about it. It is interesting. Like I said, I wanted to show because, like, no one tells you, and everybody asks, like, "Oh my God, you can't talk about how much you make on YouTube." Why can't we? Well, happy anniversary! Happy anniversary! Do you guys have plans for tonight, or are you gonna do something over the weekend? Yeah, everybody asks like, "Oh my God, you can't tell how much you make on YouTube." Oh my God, you can't tell. Why? Why? There's no clause in there that says I can't explain it to you, because some people are really trying to do it. I don't know. It's like, I mean, this ain't like a regular job. It's just like everybody says that, oh, you shouldn't, YouTube don't want you telling. Of course YouTube does, because it helps them keep people on the platform. And the people who work and monetize help make them money. Ooh, a couple's massage. Okay, that was real nasty. Don't listen to me. I got issues. I got issues. Do not listen to my horribleness. And if you are on Facebook, please look for my group and you can join us. I'm going to be looking up more stuff to add to the group, more articles and everything. Did you see that bra who came into the group? Who was trying to get us into MLM? What the hell was she trying to get us into? It's like you let people in your group. It was, I don't know if you saw her. It was some lady recently who was trying to like get people to try some shit. And it's like, if the first thing you do is join a group, and the first thing you're doing is trying to tell us about, would you like to try something, or can I get people to try out my product? Okay, we're gonna get rid of your ass. Any self-respecting group will get rid of you at that point because you ain't really trying to be there. Ooh, the Thai folks. I can say some things. I know you would have. I know you would have had. You'd have had her like. I think Karen said something because you know Karen good for catching folks on that one too. Where's it at? Oh, this shit is so behind. Hold on. Hmm. Boy, so I'm just working on stuff and shit and everything going. Okay. Well then let me turn off this phone that has no juice. Now I know why I was getting rid of my 8. Because it ain't got no damn juice. That reminds me, tomorrow will be Photo Friday in my group, so I can see all the people who don't really talk, but they'll post up a photo, because you know you got fit. Because when you have a group, you have the people who don't talk, but they will post up a picture. They quick to post up their picture. You say, "Oh, time to post up a picture," and 50 people, 100 people that you ain't never seen before, who will never say shit, they gonna post up 17 pictures. 17, at least 17. Because don't you hate when you do those things, when you see somebody who says, oh, pretty, oh, let's talk about that on Facebook, where they put up, oh, put up your sexy picture, put up this or put up that, and then you have that one person who puts like 8 pictures up, 8 pictures of themselves up. It's like, don't you have a page for that? It says picture, not pictures. Because you always got that one who want to put a photo, put up their whole little Facebook portfolio, their Facebook model portfolio on your page. Because you said something about, post up your picture in all your white or whatever. And they got to put in every picture they have in white. Every picture. Every picture. I had a group. And I said something about post a picture in your, what the hell is going on with my skin? Oh. And this broad put up, I said something about somebody said sexy lips or some shit like that. And she put up like 10 pictures. This is in this picture and this is this lipstick. I'm like, okay, bitch, this is not a lipstick ad. You're not going to get PR. It's like, slow down, killer. Slow down. Okay, here's the next thing. When you do things like this with your hair, and this is just anybody, when you hit this last middle part of the back of your hair and you're trying to curl it or trying to put it, is this not the hardest area to work on? Where it's like, oh, because especially when you're trying to stretch it, and do something like this, and then you're trying to, oh, Jesus. Okay, I got to lean back on this one. There we go. It's like that. Oh, fuck. I think I'm gonna have to do this in 2 because this is not gonna work. Yeah, this ain't gonna work. Man, this is about to take me out, y'all. Because then if I had flipped over in this chair, that would have been like the most epic live ever. Right. Whew, okay. Okay, so we had to put that in 2 of them because that was not gonna work. It was like, bitch, I don't know how much hair you think you gonna get on this one little thing. Man, if I did that, it might go viral. Like, did you see this bitch flip over? Did you see her dumb ass flip over? Oh no, I don't. You know what? Listen, if I had flipped over, you're supposed to lose your breakfast. You are supposed to choke from laughter. Those are the moments that you're supposed to choke from laughter. It's a given. You know what you're supposed to do is make sure they're okay. The first thing you must ask always is, "Are you okay?" And then after they say that, then you start laughing. Right, as long as you're not hurt, that's how then you can laugh. Even though one time I did do that bad thing, I did laugh at somebody about that one time. This when I was in high school, I think this was when I was in California, living with the littlest witch of Eastwick. Hi, Kim Smith. If you all new to the thing, the littlest witch of Eastwick is my older sister. I call my sisters the witches of Eastwick. They fly in on their brooms and bother me. They haven't been flying lately though. Now, if I'm not beautiful now, I don't know who is. Don't mess with my beauty. Don't mess with my beauty. Because if I'm not beautiful now, my name is not Louise. This that special beauty. This is not the $90 version. Since this wasn't a bonnet, this was actually this is the $55 scarf version. Girl, they out at which is the Eastwick. So anyway, I was in high school back then, and I remember this boy he was on a bus, and he had like a sling on his arm. His arm, his arm was in a sling, and right, this the $55 head wrap, and he was he had the sling on his hand, on his arm, right? And so then I asked him, I said, what happened? Are you okay? He said, well, for real, I'll tell you the truth. Because at first he was like real, like didn't want to tell me. And I was like, I remember the story because it was one of my worst moments. One of my, when you find out that you're just inappropriate. So I said, so what happened? And then he was like, so I'm in gymnastics, I do gymnastics and stuff. And he said, so I was practicing off of a mini trampoline doing flips. He said, so I was doing these flips. And then he said that this girl came in and he wanted to impress her. And he told me the for real story. He said, this girl came in, I wanted to impress her. He said, and I tried to do a triple off this trampoline. He said, but I only did a double. He said he said that he tried to do the triple, wound up doing a double, hit the ground, and then slid across the floor on his face and his, on his body, and then hit the wall, and that's how he messed up his arm. So I looked at him. I said, dang, that's terrible. I said, do you mind if I laugh? And started laughing. I was like, and that's when I learned I'm kind of inappropriate. Because that was terrible. Hi, sugar. That was terrible. I shouldn't have laughed at him like that, but it was hilarious to think that, I could just imagine trying to do this and then you only did a double one. Boom, and hit the ground and slid across the ground. Right, I'm sure he does now. However, during that time, I had two things happen. The funniest pickup line and the best compliment I ever got from a guy was from a guy that was, and I, okay, so let's talk. Right, he did a 2.5 flip. Right, didn't make that 3. And the first one was this guy did this to me. He was like, right, I was trying to be, polite, but shit was hilarious. So this guy came up to me one time and he was like, And I kind of knew him from school. You know how you know somebody in school, but you don't know him. He was like, hey, can I get your signature? Because my sister, this is what he claimed. He said, hey, my sister is in the hospital. She's not feeling good, little sister, and she likes to get signatures to look at because she's been, she's going to be in there for a while. Like, basically, he was acting like she had some kind of chronic illness or something. And he was like, she likes to see signatures, and then try to figure out the people. So I said, oh, okay, okay, fine. And I signed my name. And he was like, yeah, So he was like, yeah, and my signature is terrible. So he was like, what's your full name again? So I was like, Louise. He was like, yeah, so I tell her, this is from Louise, So he goes, my little sister, she gonna look at it and she gonna be like, oh, what, and try to think about things about you. And, so she's gonna be like, who's Louise and where'd you meet her at and things like that, and what does she look like, and try to like imagine who you are and how you are. So, why don't you put your phone number there so she could call you and ask you later some questions. I looked at him, I said, now that's a slick move. But I said, no, you're not getting my number. It was slick. I liked it. Very smooth, right? Right, he was trying to be smooth. Now, the best compliment I ever got in my entire life was given to me by a 15-year-old boy. And I'm not saying that because, no one's ever complimented me, of course. But this is what he said. When he was 16, I was 15. It was a guy, he was in my chemistry class. I was a sophomore, so we were taking chemistry. And he was my chemistry partner. I started being his chemistry partner because he was real smart. He was like a little nerd. This was the 80s. He had a curl. His name, I can't remember what his name was, but he went to school with me in Berkeley. And he was like, just a nerd, just a real nerdy guy, right? And but he was real cool and everything. And I kind of knew he was liking me. But when you're like 15, sophomore in high school, he just wasn't that cool. He was like a junior. He was like that nerdy junior. Hi, how's Satopi? You're new, never seen you before, welcome. So, he's like, he was, kind of nerdy. So I'm well, thank you for asking. He was, so, he wasn't cool enough. When you're in high school, it's all about the cool. Now, when you get older, you think about things and say, damn. Because he was a junior in high school. He was doing my work for me. Because, back then, no, I'm from Chicago. So he was like, he was planning on going to MIT. He had it all worked. He was working hard to get accepted into MIT. So, he was about to do, if he was able to do, and he probably did because he was a very smart guy. But I was just like, he just wasn't cool enough. He just wasn't cool. He's a little nerd, When you're 15, 16 years old, you don't want the nerd. You want the cool guy. See, that's what I'm saying, Candy. But at 15 years old, you don't understand that shit, right? So he really did like me. Listen, I had two boys who liked me back in high school back then, and I just like played them and had no idea what I was doing. So he was just like, I'll tell you about the other one back then, and I was just big dummy. So he was like, yeah. So one day we were on the train, we was on the bus because we used to ride the bus in the same direction, talking. He would help me with my homework. Look, he used to do all my labs. So we were talking, and one day he looked at me, and he was like, you're pretty, you're cute, you're pretty now. He said, but when you get older, you're gonna be beautiful. And I was like, thank you. And I was like, what a geek. At that age, 15 years old. But looking back, you make MIT videos. So I was like, looking back on it, it was like, when I got a little bit older, I wanted to, right, exactly. And I mean, he was just like, he was like, you're going to become more beautiful with age. And that was such a smooth line. And I don't even think he was trying to have a smooth line. He was just staring at me because he was just staring at me. And I was like, what you looking at me for? And that's what he said. He's like, because you're pretty now, but with age, you're going to be beautiful. And I was like, yeah, okay, thank you. And I just, and then when I got older, I thought about it. I was like, damn, I should have really been nicer to him. Then during that time, this is in the same school. I was at Berkeley High in Berkeley, California, and when I was living with the littlest witch of Eastwick, and it was this, it was a white boy who was in my gym class. He was new, I was new, all this stuff, right? We were both new. And so, I kind of talked to him because y'all know I talk to people, and we were both new. And this guy, and so we wound up, exactly, sugar. And think about, this boy was like 16 years old saying that. So looking back at it with age, it was like that was such a mature compliment. It wasn't like, "Ooh, you got a big booty." Ooh, ooh, ooh. It was like a very mature compliment, which is like, damn, fuck, I wish I had kept up with him. So then there was this other boy, like I said, and he was this little white boy. We used to sit in class and talk and everything. We were in a running class, and I never ran. So he would cheat for me. He would act like I was running with him. Somehow he made this happen for me so I could pass this damn class. Because we had this jogging class that I hated. And so, but when talking to him, I wound up finding out that he was actually living there with his father, because he had been living in France with his mother. He would switch up every couple of years and live with one of his parents, because his parents were divorced and his mom lived in France. So he came from France, and his father, girl, it was the most hellish moment of my high school career, was jogging class. He wasn't French, but he was from here, but his mom lived in France, so he lived with her during this time. And so he was home living with his father, and he was here living with his father. And if you know anything about like LA, California and stuff, he lived in the Berkeley Hills, almost at the top of the hills, which says more money, because the higher you are up in the hills in California, the more money you got. So he lived in the Berkeley Hills, and his father was like a big executive VP at an oil company, like Standard Oil or some shit like that. That's what his father was. So he used to give me money all the time. I was a broke out. Listen, I was a busted bitch. I was living with my sister. I was a busted ass bitch. So he would like buy me food. He would buy my lunch. I would just come up to him, and I'd be like, "Hey, I need lunch." He would just give me lunch money. He would just like hand me like $10, $20 here and there. We were cool and shit. And people like, he just give me, he he was real quiet, like a little nerd, and he used to just hand me money whenever I needed it. I'd be like, I really ain't got no money this week. Can you help me out with lunch? And he'd be like, sure. Hand me money. I didn't take advantage of him. It wasn't like I was in his pocket all the time. But if I really was broke, he would, I'd hit him up. He'd give it to me. But like looking back at that, I guess that boy had a crush on me. I had no idea. And it was the 80s, so it was a time when as a white man, he was never going to come on to a black woman like me, a black girl like me. Right. Yeah, he was my little sugar daddy. Right. 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 Looking back, I guess I did have a sugar daddy. Right, like white. I guess I did. Huh. I never looked at it that way. Right. Chan. Hi, Chana. How are you? I guess. Well, now that you put it that way, okay, I guess I did have a sugar daddy 15. I didn't even look at that, but now that y'all say that, okay. Look how that worked out. Well, at least he wasn't older. He was in high school with me. So, hi, Miss G. Hi. Hi. So, that was, yeah. Right, exactly. And it's like, then when I got a little bit older, when I hit my 20s and really thought about it, I was like, those are some missed opportunities right there. This was some missed opportunities. You was in the Berkeley in the late 70s. Yeah, I was out there in right, yeah, it really was. Nothing happened of it. And I never really, I'm not that type of person who will take advantage of somebody. Hey, Lily. See, I got these bags from waking up at 3 a.m. Got to work on these bags. Got to work on these bags. Can't be having bags under these eyes. Oh, it's real expensive there. We lived in Oakland back then. My sister lived in Oakland, which wasn't as expensive as it wound up becoming. Because Oakland, when I was there in the 80s, was kind of inexpensive. Yeah, because my sister lived in Oakland, but she didn't live around the lake or anything like that. Let me get all my puffiness down. Okay, so now that we have a good group, so we have to say, see you, Nay. So I will be doing my Busted Bitch Telethon. You live off 82nd where? In Chicago? I will be doing my Busted Bitch Telethon. So get your dollars. Oh, you live, okay, in Oakland. Okay. Yeah, I haven't been in Oakland since the 80s. You know, don't you wish that this little roller could roll the fat off of your double chin? Don't you? I do. I wish it could just roll the fat off this double chin. Oh, it will be. Oh, okay, you by LA? Okay. It will help with the puffiness. If you notice, the puffiness did go down. So it does help with that. And I don't keep it really cold because I can't take cold, super cold. So the natural chill of the jade is good for me. So yeah. Okay, so see, this is what happens on here. My hair is done. We've had a whole conversation. I try to tell people, could these people, I got to figure this out because it's got to be before I go back to work. Because I go back to work on the 19th. And then, of course, all my, early morning lives will only be on the weekends. And then I'll do a couple of evening lives from now on during the week. After work lives. We'll have the after work lives. So we're going to see. Cause I gotta get as much work done in the next girl, I got that one from Marshalls. Hold on. Got to sneeze. Got to sneeze. Sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. I swear, mornings can be so random. We just went all over the random place. We talked about recurring dreams. We talked about trigger dreams. What have we else? We talked about that, and not one thing about beauty or makeup. Isn't that beautiful? Because it doesn't always have to be about makeup and everything that we talk about, right? It doesn't. It can be about random things about life. I am so proud. My hair isn't breaking off that bad right now. Ashley! No, I wasn't doing it next weekend. No, I wasn't doing it next weekend. I know I wasn't doing it then. No. That was not on the plan. I'm just feeling so gorgeous right now. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna have for breakfast. Good question. What are we gonna have for breakfast? Right, exactly. It was a casual morning chit chat because we've been all over the place, you know. You're welcome, Rebecca. Oh, where you going? Hold up, where are you going? You got a life like that? I might do it in the evening, like an afternoon evening telethon, because I want to be a little different. You know, telethons usually in the morning. Maybe a nice little evening jaunt. Okay, who am I kidding? Like I'm gonna be up. Okay. Oh, nice. Um, but who am I kidding? I can barely stay up till midnight, so no, we can't do it like that. Okay, it has to be a daytime when we rock with these tripping. It'll have to be on a Saturday then. It'll have to be on Saturday when I take B to work. After B goes to work, I'll set up, have everything set up, do breakfast, go to the bathroom while y'all wait, because I'm going to have to pee every once in a while. Which reminds me, I'm about to get off. Because guess what I got to do right now? I got to pee. I'll be back. Which is how this whole thing started. Hello. Because if I had peed in my chair, it would have been. Because if I ever sat here and peed in my chair, I'd have been like, "What, bitch? Have you lost your damn mind?" I'd have been like, "Bitch, have you lost your mind?" Yeah, when I get some money, the busted bitch is gonna go see that. I'm gonna see Lion King. I'm gonna see a few things when I have some money. When we not like deep into the busted bitch, I gotta go to the what's her name? When we're not deep into the busted bitch lifestyle. The busted bitch lifestyle is about all about lemon water. Actually, though, it forces me to do things like have sweet potato fries. Oh, I got some sweet potatoes I did. Maybe I'll make me some sweet potato fries for breakfast. I'm not the huge breakfast person, so I like to eat weird stuff for breakfast. So maybe I'll make me some sweet potato fries. Sweet potato fries. Okay, back it up. Back it up. I do too. When I make them, especially when I make them at home, because I toss them. Is it buffering? Right. Okay, right. I don't need to watch. Right. And I do remember though taking the kids to see it. I remember going to see the original Lion King, and I remember crying when Mufasa died. I ain't gonna lie, I cried when Mufasa died. That was a sad scene. Scar wasn't shit. Scar wasn't shit. Scar was not shit. I was like, what? This, well, but if you think about it, let's just talk about that. Since we're gonna talk about it, let's have a few minutes to talk about that. Really, let me just say that. Really, children's stories, like let's talk the Grimm's fairy tales were terrible. I mean, let's think about the fairy tales we grew up on. Lion King wasn't shit by comparison. I mean, how many fairy tales had it where the parents would just give up their kids? I mean, Hansel and Gretel. He was sending out the kids to get rid of them because they ain't had no food. He was about to throw them into the damn. Their daddy was like, yeah, we can't afford to feed them, so we just gonna put them in the forest and whatever. I mean, think about it. Right. I mean, if you really think about what they were saying, it's like they were some horrible stories. And then the witch was going to eat them. But no, there were so many of them that were just incredibly scary. And we didn't, I mean, if you think about them, they were pretty damn frightening. Hi, Miss K today. They were pretty damn frightening. And we just read them, and we read them, and our parents read them to us like there was just nothing. I mean, like Billy Goat's Gruff. There was a troll under there eating them. They was trying to get away from because the damn troll was gonna eat them. The stuff was the stuff of nightmares. So it's like, really? Because Grimm's fairy tales are terrible. Right, right. Well, honey, they did the right thing. Right. See, right. And then when you read the real ones, then they really bad. When you read the real Grimm's fairy tales, Sleeping Beauty was raped in her sleep. See, I'm gonna have to read because we actually have them here. I won't. I refuse to read them. Yeah, yeah, he really did clean up a lot of that scary stuff. Because when you really see what they were talking about, you like them Grimm brothers was terrible. They were some fucking fiends. Hi, good morning. You know what? They wouldn't have been called fairy. You know who Grimm's fairy tales was for real? Have you ever read Clive Barker? Hi, Sarah. How are you? Are you new? I don't think I've seen your name before, Sarah. If it has, it's only been once. Um, I don't know. Hi, ER. Good morning. I'm not sure. I'm not sure about when they was burning up and stuff. Yeah, yeah. We know Alice was an addict. Yeah, they were demented people, and these are classics. Like for instance, have any of y'all? Hold on. Let me come back. I heard a cat crying. I was wondering if it was a stray cat. I heard a cat crying. I thought it was a stray cat. Um. Oh well, welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna have to read them because we have the whole Grimm's fairy tales. Um. So I'm gonna have to go on and read the actual ones. Probably will really fuck me up. But Clive Barker. Okay, so Joshua, you've read Clive Barker. Now, of course, we all know him from Hellraiser, right? But Hellraiser ain't shit. Some of the stuff that he's written that really never hear about is really insane. And when I read those things, I be like, where did they pull this out from their brain? You know, when you read stuff like that, you have to question the writer. So I thought I heard stray cat outside, but because I heard a cat crying out my window, but I guess it wasn't stray cat, or maybe it was. Maybe stray cat was under my Damnation Game. Have you read Damnation Game? Damnation Game fucked me up. I was like, okay, I can't fuck with you no more. Like, so I wonder if that was a stray cat underneath my window. Like, bitch, I hear you. Right, exactly. Hi Tracy, how are you? When you read these things and like the like horror writers, because like we know that Stephen King was high. His best writing was when he was fucked up on coke. Y'all do know this. You know that's the story. Be watch something when he was talking about it. All his best stuff was yeah. I don't know if it was straight though, because there was no cat on the back porch, but we'll see. I'll open up the door. We'll see if she come back there, because she be serious like bitch. So we'll see, because she wasn't here yesterday. But yeah, it makes you right. Yeah, yeah. And let me tell you, he made some classics. Stephen King wrote some classics back then. Carrie is a classic. The Shining is a classic, especially if you read it. I love Firestarter. I mean, he was very prolific and high as a damn kite, as they used to say. He was high as a kite, but he was writing some shit. Okay, so it is our 2 hour limit time. We've made our 2 hours on here. I wanna with Lovecraft, who Clive Barker. Right, that's what I said. Oh yeah, yeah. The book versions are always better. I mean, hell. Hi, Ashley. Oh, what was that one? I can't remember. I can't remember which one was that, Ashley, because I read all of his older stuff. I stopped reading him after a while because it was like Polo Dairy Maine, Langoliers. That is it, Langoliers. That was one. Yep, that I remember Langoliers. Yeah, when you read it, it's good. Okay, Lovecraft. I'm gonna have to see about that. I've been off my. Yeah, I think that was one of the last ones I read because after a while I was like, okay, Stephen, how many times Dairy Man gonna be taken over? Oh, H.P. Lovecraft. I read H.P. Lovecraft. When was I read by him? I read H.P. Lovecraft. Okay, now that you said it like that, yeah, I read H.P. Lovecraft because yeah, I've read some of him. I had some of his stuff. Yeah, yeah. Langoliers was a short story. It was in which one of his I like his, well, he never really wrote short stories. He wrote shorter stories, because remember like what's this, Stand By Me was a short story. um what's the one, The Green Mile? Isn't the Green Mile, wasn't the Green Mile short story too? I mean, he wrote some really good shit. I'm so proud of me. Okay, I'm finally getting sleepy. I think I can sleep. Shawshank was right. Shawshank was right. The Shawshank Redemption. Yeah, yeah. He's done some really good stuff. I mean, he's a very talented writer. Yeah, I finished it. It fucked me up though. The Green Mile fucked me up. The Green Mile fucked me up. I have to look and see what older science fiction horror books I have, because I used to go to library sales and pick up all that kind of stuff, you know. But yes, child, yes. So okay, we've hit 2 hours. It's time for us to go. Green Mile have you sobbing. Green Mile will fuck you up. Yes, yes, that was fun. I have to get back into reading like I used to, because I used to read all the time. I have not, but you know what? I think part of the reason why I don't is because Borders is closed. I like to go into bookstores and look at books and then make a decision on a book. Read the back cover and things like that. I love that. And I miss the fact that we don't have bookstores like we used to. See, I can't get into audiobooks because I like the process of reading. No, it's not the same. I need to flip the pages. You know, I'm a breeder. I like to flip the pages and have it because I've got stuff on digital and I barely read it. And you know, and plus, and let me tell you, this is the funniest shit. I'm cheap on digital. I don't want to pay that much for digital books. I'm like, this is digital. It shouldn't be more than $3-4. Get over yourself. Oh, so I gotta put on some makeup. I have not put on makeup in days. I have been off. Yeah, I've been off a little bit. I think I needed a little break. And then I did some before we go. I did some looks and stuff, but I don't like them. You know, don't like them. So I got to work on how to film better. Yeah, it's not the same. It's not. No, ebooks aren't the same. It's like because you wanna have the book, you want to turn the pages, you want to flip back. You just it's the process of sitting there with a book in front of you and reading it. Like the ebook is like, oh, it just doesn't feel the same for me. It just doesn't do the same thing for me. And so I got to go back to buying books again, regular for real books. All right, y'all, let's make this happen. Okay, you all, I'm about to take a nap since I've been up since 3 o'clock. I need a nap now. What do I want to make better? What I want to do is I feel like my I gotta get I'm trying to work on a different way to do like get ready with me tutorials and stuff like that so that it's a little more focused. That's all. Like my other stuff I'm cool with, which reminds me I gotta put up this other video I did. I'm cool with like my commentary videos, things like that. My review videos, I'm cool with. I think I'm not the best reviewer. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That kind of stuff. I get it. Yeah, like the little like silly genre stuff, Ash, I'm with you. Stuff that I ain't never gonna look at again. Okay, let me just read this. Okay. Some serious fluff I can do in ebooks. But my problem is that I really like to read the backs of books. So I like to go to bookstores and read the backs of books like, oh, do I want this one? Oh, okay, this sounds good. So that's the problem that I have with ebooks. I can't get into them because just reading the description online doesn't do it for me. Because when you have the book in your hand, you can flip through and like usually because don't you know like you usually have something else, you know. So I think yeah, I think like ebooks right are good. Like if I'm riding someplace, I said maybe that. Might be doing that then. So that's where I am. So I think I want to be a better reviewer. I want to review products better, be more thorough, you know, and work on my language and things like that. So this is always a process. And so I'm probably deleting a lot of stuff that I've done recently because I'm not satisfied with it. Yeah, I'm not satisfied with it. So I'm probably going to delete some of it and start over. So I gotta. This is like the first, and I until I go back to work, I wanna, cause I've done like some eyelets. Oh, and the one I lost, I deleted by accident. Oh, so I need to put back on some makeup and just do my thing. All right, y'all. It's been wonderful as always. Thank y'all for hanging out with me and my peeing truth. You know, we've had a, you know, I've had my pee truth. For everybody who came in late, y'all gonna have to go to the very first part of it. Oh, Melissa, you're just coming in. I'm so sorry. We've been up for 2 hours. Don't worry, we're gonna schedule a telethon. I'm gonna have the Busted Bitch telethon. I gotta work on everything for the Busted Bitch telethon, and you'll have 6 hours of Lulu. 6 hours. It's gonna be. Remember, just Jack. It's gonna be just Lulu. It's gonna be just Lulu. But I'm gonna need. Oh, that could be fun. Okay, I'm gonna work on it because I think I should have guests come in and stuff. Okay. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye bye.